right, one last problem. Please take a moment and read through problem number 6. So it's an open box, which means there's no top to it, but there are the 4 sides, there's the bottom. We're asked to find the maximum volume. Okay, well let's get a formula for the volume. What's the volume of this box going to be? Length times width times height. I think x times h, x squared h. My secondary equation. I said the surface area is 108 square inches. Well, surface area just means add up the area of this side, with that side, with that side, with the bottom, and it's going to equal 108. Can you create a formula for the surface area? 108 equals the front, x times h, times the side, plus the side, x times h, plus the back, x times h, plus this side, x times h. You've got 4 of those, 4xh, plus the base, plus x squared. That's going to end up equaling 108. I need to plug this formula in over here. I could solve this for x. That's going to be unpleasant because of the x and the x squared. Solve it for h. Divide everything by 4x. 108 minus x squared over 4x. To simplify this, I'm going to separate my fraction. 108 over 4x minus x squared over 4x should give us 27 over x minus 1/4 x. What I need you to do now is plug that in for the x, not for the x, for the h, and clean up your volume formula so it just has x's in it. Distribute the x squared and clean that thing up. Okay. Hopefully you got something like that. Our domain, I know x is going to be positive, but I don't really know the biggest that x could be. I think I'm just going to leave it and do the global justification over here. I guess I could get something out of it. Whatever. See if you can do the derivative and tell me what your critical value or values are. Minus 3/4 x squared. I'm going to set that equal to 0, so 27 equals 3/4 x squared. Times 4 gives me 108 equals 3x squared. Divide, x squared equals 36. Do your just positive square root, x is going to end up equaling 6 for this one. Let's plug in x equals 1 to our v prime. When you plug in x equals 1, is v prime positive or negative? I think if you plug in 1, that should end up being positive. Plug in, let's plug in 8, because that's nicely divisible by 4. You plug in 8, 8 squared is 64. Divided by 4 is 16. 3 times 16, 48. 27 minus 48, I don't know, but I know it's negative. See if you can write up the global justification to show that there is an absolute max at x equals 6. There's an absolute max at x equals 6 because v is increasing everywhere before x equals 6. Why? Because v prime is positive and decreasing everywhere after x equals 6. because v prime is negative. I wanted to know the dimensions. Let's see, dimensions, and then the maximum value itself. Well, I know two dimensions. I know x and x. Go find the h. When x is 6, what's h? Got a bunch of options here. I think I'll plug into that one. I'll say h equals 108 minus 6 squared over 4 times 6. That's 108 minus 36 over 24. Oh, this is going to be nice. 72 over 24. H equals 3. So my dimensions are 6 inches by 6 inches by 3 inches. And my volume is 6 times 6, 36 times 3, 108 inches cubed. And this does it for the optimization problems. I am not going to try to make these super hard in the homework or on a quiz. I'm going to make them all very similar to one of the things in the packet. And we're going to come back to more of this a little bit later on in the year. These aren't necessarily tested on the AP exam the way that I've been showing you now, but we've got to add some tools of integration in to be able to see how they're tested for real. So hopefully this was just a start to optimization, and we'll come back to this a little bit later in the year.